This is a review of a SABRE tear gas and pepper spray and the practice canister that came with it. I'll talk about the practice canister first. I like this practice canister. It is a good representation of a real pepper spray. The safety works the same as the real one. The trigger feels the same as the real one. I wish it was larger. The practice canister is smaller than the real one. Is it any thicker? No, they're the same thickness. I would gladly pay an extra $1 to have more, inert water in this practice canister. Having said that, it is large enough, in my opinion. It's enough for some good practice sprays and to get a feel of how to use a pepper spray. I'll roll in the footage of me testing this. Like you saw, this puts out a nice stream of inert spray at about 8 to 10 feet. That's what the documentation says. It's an 8 to 10 foot range. That's true in my experience from my testing. I think this is highly accurate at about 8 feet. 10 feet might be pushing it a little. This is filled with water, so if you make a mistake, it'll be okay. This won't cause any eye or lung pain. So that's good. I highly recommend a practice canister when you can get your hands on one. Let's talk about the real pepper spray. I like it. It's a nice size. This is the minimum size I think that anybody should have with a pepper spray. I'll roll in the footage of me testing this. It's a good shooter. It puts out a stream basically the same as the practice canister. Let's talk about the belt clip. This belt clip is functional. It works well. The tooth here will grip into the back of a belt and will hold it securely. I think this clip is strong enough to even handle some amount of running. I wouldn't use this as a running pepper spray, but if you have to sprint, I think this clip and this tooth will hold this pepper spray on there very well. The tooth here will damage a belt. Look at that picture there in the top left. It will dig into a belt and then leave a streak on it. I'm okay with that because I use a very old belt as my everyday belt, so the fact that it causes some very minor damage is okay with me. But you might not be okay with that. You may use much more expensive belts than me, and in that case, I would recommend not using the clip. This has tear gas in it, which is nice because some people do not have a negative reaction to pepper spray. So with tear gas, there's an extra chemical that might be able to stop Mr. or Mrs. Bad Guy. In my experience, tear gas also gets into the atmosphere more. It just gets into the air more, and it's just more, how do I say it? It goes from a liquid to a gas. Well, it's called tear gas, so maybe that's why. But it goes from a liquid to a gas much more than, well, not much more, but more than pepper spray does. So it's easier to get, in video game terms, that'd be splash damage, I guess. It's more likely to get into somebody's lungs and eyes than pepper spray, in my experience from testing tear gas and pepper spray combo sprays. Would I use this as my everyday carry pepper spray? Maybe. It's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. I generally prefer larger pepper sprays, like this one from Mace. This is what Mace calls a police model. It has a belt clip just like this. It's larger, which means it comes with more spray, more bursts. It will fight wind better than this will.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Kenneth Reviews. Today, we're going to be reviewing the SABRE Defense Spray Advanced 3-in-1 formula. Now this is a very new product we have here. I got it for around $6 on Amazon. So this is a tear gas red pepper spray combo. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and open this up for you guys. So beautiful little product, very easy to conceal. It has a nice little latch here so you can put it on your pocket and have it on you at all times. It has a nice little safety lock here. It's a very nice little product, and of course the best way to test out how well this works is to test it out on someone, right? So for the next segment of our video, that is exactly what we're going to do. And I think we have someone to help us out.
Johnny! Water! Wait a second. Johnny! Water! Oh my god. Johnny!